Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and welcome back to The Mandalorian. This time we're on Season 2, Episode 2, Chapter 10. The season premiere opened up in a very big way. Opened up and ended in a very, very big way. It opened up with us getting a hint of what Mando's new quest was. He was going to find other Mandalorians and see if they could guide him on some kind of path to find out where Baby Yoda came from. So that quest then led him to Tatooine. He heard from a fighting ring dude that there was a Mandalorian living on Tatooine, and there was and there wasn't. There was a guy living on Tatooine who was wearing Mandalorian armor, and he was the sheriff of Mos Pelgos. But he wasn't actually a Mandalorian. He bought the armor off of Jawas after they found him in the desert, and he had like a bucket full of crystals and stuff. So he had that. So we had Cobb Vanth, played by Timothy Oliphant. I couldn't remember his name last episode, but after I finished the episode, I went back and checked, and it's Timothy Oliphant. I've seen him in a few places here and there, and he's definitely one of those that I've recognized the face of over the name. So yeah, but it was cool. He was a super cool character. Cobb Vanth was a really cool character, just the sheriff of like a small town on Tatooine trying to defend his people, and him and Mando led his people alongside the Tusken Raiders against a crate dragon. I discovered one of those. I think I've heard that like, it's actually like it's taken from another like kind of animated Star Wars show. So a lot of deeper Star Wars fans would have recognized that. But the crate dragon was a big thing, a huge thing, one that warranted the kind of unity of the Tusken Raiders and the citizens of Mos Pelgos to defeat. Um, so that was cool, and then after that, like Mando realized he needed to still go on his quest and find more Mandalorians. So yeah, but then the ending blew everyone's minds. The ending blew everyone's minds. So but the Boba Fett reveal, you can't really skirt around it or touch it up in any kind of way. It happened. So Boba Fett is alive. Boba Fett is alive. He's lost all of his armor. So I think I think going back, I think it was Boba Fett's armor that Cobb Vanth was actually wearing. That was the armor that the jar was found, and they picked up, and then they sold that to Cobb Vanth. So that was the armor. So I think. So I do wonder if Mando, if Din actually recognized that was Boba Fett's Mandalorian armor, and yeah, and Boba Fett is like he's like. Like for me personally, again, this is the trouble that comes from me not having watched any of the animated Star Wars shows. He is actually in that kind of universe too. That's where his extended kind of story kind of happens, and that's where you'd actually recognize that he was in fact a bounty hunter. But me, like just knowing that he died and he died in the movies was about as much knowledge I had of his character. So he's lost his armor, and it's the same actor playing Django from way back in the prequels, because Boba was just a little kid there. So the same actor playing him, because he's a clone. He's a clone, so that's cool. So they brought the guy back to play a resurrected Boba Fett and everything. So yes, so then I wonder if Boba himself got word of the fact that this Mandalorian is actually looking for another Mandalorian, or at least that he's looking for other Mandalorians within the galaxy to find the homeland of the Jedi or the homeland of the Yodas or whatever. I think, well, yeah, I think Mando has to return him to his people, but then the armor also did explain that there's like an old race of warriors called of sorcerers called Jedi who fought against the Mandalorians and stuff like that. So yeah, but Baby Yoda is force sensitive, so he would have to come from like a force sensitive background too. But whether that background consists of other Yodas or not, we have to wait and find out. But yeah, but I don't think we're gonna see Yoda himself any time because I think he died in the original trilogy. He died in the original trilogy, and that was like that whole kind of ending for him. So I think it's safe to say that Baby Yoda is the Yoda we get in this form of Star Wars media. So it's cool. It's all good, but yeah, I think it opened. It was like a really great kind of place to start the new season off, to show us where we're at and to give us like a whole new kind of somewhat of a filler story, and introducing Cobb Vanth too in that place. So I feel like we might see Megan because they ended off on good terms. They ended off on pretty great terms, having defeated the Great Dragon, and like also initiating a truce of peace between the people of Mos Pelgos and the Tusken Raiders too. So they ended off on a pretty great note. So I think we can look forward to seeing Cobb Vanth at some point in the future again. But we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, that is pretty much all I've got from this episode. Looking forward to seeing how the story continues, which is exactly what we're going to do. But yeah, so this will be the highlight reel. If you guys want to catch the full-length reaction for this episode, all you need is your own copy of the episode from Disney Plus, and you can sync it up, and it'll be good to go. But that will be over on Patreon, so you can go check that out over there. But yeah, that is it. So Mandalorian, episode 2. Let's go. Yeah, they're setting a trap. Yeah, it's a trip. It's a tripwire of some kind. Yep, it's a trap. Oh, you sneaky little buggers. It's a trap. It's a trap, Mando, turn back. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Don't hurt the child.
Please don't hurt the child.
If you put one mark on him, there's no place you will be able to hide from me.
That's a good line.
We can strike a bargain.
Yeah. Oh, drop his weapons. Okay. Oh, drop his jetpack. Yeah, drop his jet. Wait, he wants the jetpack? No, the jetpack's cool. Oh, you're giving up the jetpack, the Phoenix Wings thing? Really? He gets so much as a fucking grazed skin cell, and you're dead meat. Die. Oh, that was good. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I think it's got like a magnet on the back. Yeah, you can activate and deactivate the magnet, yeah. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, you don't get the jetpack, and you don't get Baby Yoda. Dr. Mandible? Dr. Mandible?
He can connect you with someone who can help you.
Dr. Mandible?
You cover his call this round.
What's the call?
Oh, little thing. No, Baby Yoda sees the little balls. Those are her eggs, right? Yeah, those have to be her eggs. Oh no, Baby Yoda is just entranced by those eggs. He's entranced by those eggs. No, Baby Yoda, you can't have the eggs. They're her children. Well, yeah, they have to be fertilized by the equinox. Yeah. Then I assume the. Yeah. I like that vision too. Yeah. I love that vision too. Yeah, she looks into it, his face gets stretched out. Yeah. Oh. Oh, he's actually drawing them towards him with the force. He's actually drawing them towards him. Is he? Oh, he's actually taking the eggs. No.
No. That is not food. Don't do that again.
He just ate one of the eggs. He just ate one. Is she not gonna notice that's missing? One of her future kids is missing.
Well, I'm not sure I have that hardware online. We can wait.
Oh, they're opening their guns. They're opening their turrets.
Was your craft in the proximity of New Republic Correctional Transport Boffin 5?
Oh. Oh, yep, okay, just taking a dip.
I'm on it.
Just taking a dip. Oh, okay. 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 Oh, just hide it. Just hide in the clouds. Just hide in the clouds. Oh. Oh, just drop down. Just drop down. Oh, no, the mother is traumatized. The mother's traumatized. That looks very icy.
I got him.
Is this Hoth? Is this Hoth? Hoth is the ice planet, right? Is this Hoth? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. The eggs. Save the eggs. Okay, I thought they were gonna go in ice water. They're not, just deep underground. Did Baby Yoda take the eggs? I feel like he would have taken the eggs. I feel like he would have taken the eggs. Is he eating?
No. No. I told you not to do that.
What is with this kid and eating the egg? Oh my god.
How many did you eat?
Yeah, how much did he eat? Enough to fill up his little green belly. Aww. Aww. I hope they both survive this. I hope the frog lady and her eggs survive this.
Wake up, Mandalorian.
Oh.
This cannot wait until morning.
Oh, she's using his
Do not
voice.
Be alarmed. I bypassed the droid's security protocols
Ah.
and accessed its vocabulator.
Okay, that's neat. That's neat. That's efficient.
Lady, the deal is off.
I thought honouring one's word was a part of the Mandalorian code. I guess those are just stories for children.
What do you want to teach Baby Yoda? Do you want to teach him to keep the promises he makes to people, or to break them whenever they become inconvenient? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, getting the ship out of this would be a miracle.
When did you go?
Oh, she left. Footprints. She went deeper into the. Oh, she found a hot tub.
There you
She found a hot tub. I mean, those icicles kind of make me anxious, but yeah, that's neat.
Out here.
She found a hot tub for her and her eggs. Oh, she's literally swimming with her eggs. Oh no, do not let Baby Yoda near those eggs. Do not let Baby Yoda near the
Gather
eggs.
these up.
No. No, 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 Baby Yoda, no, no, no,
No.
no, 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 no. Oh. Yeah, sniff, sniff. Tap, tap. Yeah, it's moving. Oh. Oh, it is an egg. Oh no, is that a spider? Oh. Why does he put everything in his mouth? He puts everything he gets his hands on in his mouth. Why? Did he just eat a spider? Oh no, 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 spiders, not space spiders. Why? Oh no, 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 not spiders, not spiders. Oh, there's bigger ones, there's bigger ones. Oh no, no.
Go. Go, go. Back to the ship.
Run, 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 run. Oh, my neck is cramping. Baby Yoda just had to eat an egg. He just had to eat eggs. He loves eggs. He loves eggs. Oh, it's on the ice. It's right on the ice. This episode has me paranoid now. Oh yeah, bombs. Bombs away. There we go. Bombs away. Would that help though? Now it just comes crashing down. Oh no, it did. That worked. Yeah, you twaddle off. You twaddle off, you little green bugger. Oh, shoot the bigger ones! Shoot the big ones! The tiny ones are practically harmless. Oh yeah, he's crushing them. He crushed it. Oh, they're inside the ship! No, they're inside the ship! So much such a confined space. Oh god, it's so claustrophobic. Use the force! Use the force! Force blast them! Force blast them! No! Get off of me! Okay, she had a gun. She had a blaster. Yeah, just blowtorch that bitch. Blowtorch it. Blowtorch him. Oh. It never stops. It never stops. It just doesn't stop. Oh, the giant one's back. Oh, the big one's back. It's back with a vengeance. Oh. Oh, who's shooting? Oh, is it the others? Is it those X-Wings? Are the X-Wings back? Oh no, it's the X-Wings. Yeah, the X-Wing. The X-Wing fighters, yeah. They're back. Okay, that's good. A nice helping hand. Okay, Baby Yoda, I hope you've learned your lesson. Do not eat eggs. Yeah, no, yeah, protect those eggs with your life. Protect those eggs with your life. Yeah, no more eggs. Egg has got us into this mess. Oh my god. Peyton Reed. Of course the guy who did Ant-Man would do this. Yeah, okay, of course the guy who directed Ant-Man would also direct an episode with giant freaking space spiders. God damn it. Okay, yeah, that was quite the episode. That was quite an episode. Yeah, okay, so again, another kind of filler story, so somewhat of another filler story. So yeah, Frog Lady and her eggs. Frog Lady and her eggs were the passengers of this story and of Mando's travel time on this in this episode. And yeah, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda loves eggs. Baby Yoda loves eggs. He loves eating eggs. Doesn't matter if they're fertilized, unfertilized, if they're meant to be food, or if they're actually, waiting to be hatched to, create living beings. But either way, he loves eggs. He loves eggs, and eggs got us into this giant mess. I think it's probably not just the fact that it's eggs. Like, eggs, can commonly be food, but I think it's not just to do with that, but it's the fact that he's still very much a child, and as a child, he kind of has that physical and mental, like, kind of combined curiosity of just anytime he gets something, anytime he's given something, he immediately puts it in his mouth. Like, with the eggs in underground, and like near where that hot tub was, he sniffed it, he scratched it a bit, tried to inspect it, and then that's when he actually, clawed it open and ate what was inside. So, anytime he gets something, he just puts it in his mouth. He immediately, like, especially any living beings. There are times when he's actually, picked up whole living beings and just shoved them, just swallowed them whole. So yeah, and yeah, I thought it would be that cute little running gimmick of him, constantly stealing the frog lady's eggs and eating those potential future children, because they were unfertilized. She needed to get them to her husband so that he could actually fertilize them. And then they could actually wait for their kids to be born. But no, these are unfertilized eggs and stuff. And I wondered if she would notice they were missing, because there were quite a few of them. There were quite a few of them in that container. So I feel like he was kind of going that, like, he I think he knew it was wrong. He knew it was wrong. So I was wondering if he was going at it like having one every few minutes apart in like a really, really subtle way, so it wouldn't give away the fact that they were actually going missing. But no, he just cracked them open. I think as soon as he eyed the eggs, I thought, oh, he's actually gonna he's probably gonna want to play with them or something. But no, dude actually opened up the top, and just swallowing them whole. I don't even know if he chewed the spider. He chewed the spider, but the frog lady's eggs, he just swallowed those whole. So yeah, you just couldn't trust him with it. Even when Mando was picking them up out of the hot tub and he was putting them back in, like, Baby Yoda was like, yeah, let me help, I'll help get rid of them for you. But no, it was cute. And then, of course, that kind of insistence and that kind of addiction to eggs got them into the trouble of giant space spiders. But yeah, I like that little nod at the end. Like, she like I think I don't know if she knew that they were going missing. There was no kind of official confirmation for that, but she knew that it was Baby Yoda having eaten the eggs, or at least actually messed with the eggs in some way that caused them to get hounded by all those spiders. So she knew that Baby Yoda has a thing for eggs, and that thing can occasionally get them into huge trouble. So then as soon as she saw him eyeing the eggs, she was like, no, you stay away from my eggs, these are my future children. But he turns out to cover, like, I got it anyway, biatch. Om nom nom. But yeah, no, that was it was kind of cute, but obviously cuteness can sometimes lead into danger. But yeah, no, giant space spiders, teeny tiny space spiders are bad enough, but then you get the freaking the mothership of space spiders just hounding them down too. Because I was wondering, like, okay, are they just because I was wondering, like, because like it started off with just the baby ones hatching from the egg and they were like teeny tiny. So I was like, okay, so then it might just be a case of there's a lot of those, but they are tiny, so it's kind of harder to hound them off. But then you actually start getting bigger and bigger children, and you start getting like the mid-sized one, and then again the mothership of spiders just crashed through the ice and started chasing them. So yeah, and she was approximately the size of the ship, if not bigger. She could actually consume the ship if she wanted to, so that was worrying. But yeah, for those who don't know, I'm a mild arachnophobe. I'm somewhat of a mild arachnophobe. It's a problem. It's a thing, I mean, I don't hate them. I don't hate spiders. I just find them really freaking creepy. I mean, they are by definition creepy crawlies. That's why they call them that. So yeah, I mean, if you really want to see me freak out, check out my reaction to the arachnids in the UK episode of Doctor Who. That one, I mean, that's just normal Earth spiders, but also really fucking large. But yeah, that one had me freaked out. Even with that one, I knew the title, so I knew arachnid means spider, so I knew it was coming, but it still got me. But this one, I did not see giant space spiders coming at all, so they really caught me off guard. But yeah, I think it makes it worse because at first I was creeped out, but I was like, okay, teeny tiny space spiders, I can handle this. And then they progressively get bigger, and I was like, okay, this is proving to be a problem. And then the mother comes along, and I'm like, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Time to say our prayers and dig our graves, because or I mean, the mother might just web us up anyway and just have us all for Thanksgiving dinner. But no, she clearly wanted revenge because Baby Yoda did eat one of her kids. Like just one egg was enough. One egg was enough to piss them off, and then the entire kind of minefield of eggs started hatching, and then they opened up and everything. So yeah, it was quite a thing. And I think, but we had we had space frogs. We had the lady frog trying to protect her bloodline and everything, and she was a determined mother, even using. I think it was cool that they actually showed her using that droid's voice box. Like she actually hacked into the security system and then used I think she put like a voice box with a vocabulator to actually translate. Because so I think it was a cool way to bring Richard Ayoade's voice back too. Like he wasn't officially there voicing the character, but his voice was being used because his voice is the character's voice. So it was cool the way she did that, and also just her using that moment and that kind of technology to kind of convey the sincerity of this mission. Like Mando made a deal to actually get her safely to where she needed to go to protect her family and everything. So she kind of like reinforced the severity of that deal and stuff. And she was an adamant mother. She was an adamant mother wanting to protect her kids. So it was cool to see that. I'm very happy to see that they did survive. I was afraid honestly that he'd end up like actually losing her and her family, and we'd have to deal with that loss. But no, they don't kill her off for some pointless reason. She survived. Her eggs, well, most of her eggs survived. Some of them were killed by Baby Yoda. Some of the eggs were killed by Baby Yoda, but he's not a murderous space spider. He's just an innocent, curious little kid. So yeah, but and I mean, Mando tried as much as he could. He actually warned him not to eat it, but Baby Yoda's gonna Yoda. Yoda's gonna Yoda. So yeah, but that was cool. So they both survived, and then even in the end, they were saved by the other two X-wings that were scouring the area for them, and they found. I mean, I think it's kind of hard. I mean, it's probably hard to not notice like a giant spider crawling along ice, or spiders actually hounding and attacking one particular spot under the ice. So they caught attention of that. But yeah, I mean, I will admit, some of the terminology they used in that conversation, especially when they were actually floating along in space before Mando decided to zip ahead across to the planet, I wasn't fully kind of attentive towards. They're not attentive. I didn't fully recognize some of the stuff that they said. So they said some stuff about like what place did they mention? Not Bantha. Bothan. I think it was Bothan or Bothan. I think they asked him if he was in like sector Bothan. So like some of that stuff I didn't fully recognize. I wasn't fully like attentive to that kind of stuff. But then I recognized it was enough of like a investigative question for him to zip line ahead and to actually try and escape their grasp and everything. And also like that whole conversation was him just trying to avoid them, trying to get through this conversation as quickly as possible, trying to avoid being deemed guilty by them. So that was that. And then of course the final conversation being them saying that he was wanted for arrest. He was actually wanted for arrest. But then but he had also he put his life on the line to protect Darvin. I think I'm gonna go back and listen to those lines, because those lines, I think Darvin, I recognize that name. I think that name was mentioned in the last season, right? Wasn't it? I think it might have been. Yeah, Lieutenant Darvin from the New Republic Correctional Corps. Yeah. So that was one thing. Yeah, he had an arrest warrant for prisoner X6911. X6911. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. For the abduction of prisoner X6911. The prisoner, I think that was an episode last season. The prisoner, I don't know if it's anything to do with that, like the crew that he ran with, like actually trying to rescue like another member of their original crew, and then they actually ambushed and tricked Mando and tried to go back and take his baby. I don't know if it's something to do with that, but X6911, or it could be I don't know if it could be to do with Baby Yoda still, because the Empire might still want him. But then, yeah, it could be. But then he was a bounty. He was never actually a prisoner. So I don't know. Yeah, so they let him off the hook because he protected Lieutenant Darwin and also took in 3 priority culprits from the wanted register. He apprehended them. So yeah, again, yeah, like I said, I'm not fully aware of what all that stuff means. I probably would be if I went back and watched the older Star Wars films and also delved into more of the actual Star Wars media that's available to all of us. But yeah, but I mean, I will get into more Star Wars shows because I think that is what one of the things about the Mandalorian is that it is its own standalone show, but it also draws references and connections in from other places within the Star Wars universe. So it definitely helps to have external, deeper knowledge. It definitely helps, but yeah, I mean, I guess the Mandalorian itself will do its best to, be explanatory with these references, but yeah, but either way, so he did have an arrest warrant, but then the other stuff he did also kind of helps to, like maybe not cancel that stuff out, but also kind of correct those the things he's guilty of, the abduction of the prisoner and stuff. So yeah, and timeline wise, I am wondering where this comes in. So they mentioned like the New Republic. That is like a rebel thing, right? That is a Rebel Alliance thing. The New Republic. I think it must be because the Empire is the Galactic Empire. That's the antagonist, the evil side. Like Palpatine, Vader, Kylo Ren, or like Kylo Ren and Snoke is all First Order, but then the First Order is literally just the Empire 2.0. It's the rebirth of the Galactic Empire in the newer trilogy. So yeah, so like the New Republic, I think that has to be like the protagonist, the good side, the good people, the Rebel Alliance. I mean the Rebel Alliance is the people fighting back against the Empire. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, again, just more reason for me to actually delve into more Star Wars stuff and actually find out what the fuck this all means. But yeah, but either way, he got out. He managed to fix portions of the ship. He kind of airlocked them into the actual cockpit of his ship, so they all slept in one place. But then the back end of it, the door was half open, the sparks were flying out, and then the engines were barely functioning. So it's doable. It's basically doable, but it's not perfect. So yeah, a fun episode all in all. A very, very fun episode all in all. But yeah, so he hasn't yet gotten to the Mandalorian covert. He is also on the way. I think he's on the way. I think like once he drops off. I think it was that once he drops off the Frog Lady at the destination she needs to get to, he will also meet the actual Mandalorian contacts there. And like she said her husband knows them. So if she gets her to her husband then can actually relay that information back to Mando, and then he can find out where the others are. So that is still the quest. Find other actual real Mandalorians, not just someone who bought Mandalorians off of other bandits and space traders and everything. So yeah, so the quest to find Mandalorians continues. But yeah, Boba Fett, I do wonder when we might see him again and how he might connect into the story. I feel he was watching Mando ride off into the sunset. So I do wonder if he has maybe caught word of the fact that Din Djarin is looking for other Mandalorians out there, and if he's kind of wondering if he should actually be like come into contact with him, or if he should actually keep an eye out for him. But yeah, I'm wondering like how Boba might connect into the story. I think I've heard like there's rumors of a Boba Fett miniseries coming. I've heard that much. So I think before that comes out, I definitely need to delve into stuff like Clone Wars. I definitely need to delve into that. So, or at least Clone Wars definitely one of them. There's Rebels. Those are the two I know of. I don't know if there's more, but Clone Wars and Rebels is definitely one of the ones out there. So I need to check all this stuff out. I need to, and I will. I'm making you guys that promise. I will check it out. I think it might be easier to get through it in my own time as opposed to doing reactions to it, but I will see how stuff pans out. But either way, I will be checking them out. I'll be expanding my knowledge, expanding the lore I've got up here. So yeah, but it was a fun episode. So next episode we'll see him dropping her off and then getting some new info and how the hunt for the Mandalorians goes. But this was a fun episode. This was a very, very fun episode. Peyton Reed, director, he did a great job. He did a great job actually, pulling this episode off, especially like that. I think, Yeah, he directed. I think he directed the first Ant-Man. I don't know if he did the second one. I don't know if he did Ant-Man and the Wasp, but he did do the first one. So I think when it comes to insects and bugs, he kind of has like an affinity for them. So it makes sense that they would have chosen him to direct an episode, half of which is filled with space bugs. So, and even the Dr. Mandible in the beginning in the bar where the other ship repair lady was. So he has a thing for bugs. He's got a thing for bugs. It was really well done. It was great. It was really great. So yeah, that's it. That's it from me. So that was The Mandalorian, chapter 10. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and bun. I like bun. Comment on what you thought of the episode and what you think is coming up next time on The Mandalorian. Once again, if you guys want to catch the full-length reaction, that will be over on Patreon, so you can go check that over there. And yeah, that is it. So I will see you guys next time.